Next on our list, we're going to move on to some other ones that I don't necessarily recommend because I think that they have some inherent problems. And one of those is an ankle holster, right? So you'll see this all the time. People will put a pistol on their ankle holster. Now, the obvious thing with this is you have to have a small enough pistol that actually fits in that without, bulging out your pants or making it so you can't get your pants on and off or you can't lift up your pant leg. The problem with an ankle holster is it generally is going to require a two-handed draw, right? Because I have to be able to reach down and pull up my pant leg with two hands. You can try to kind of work that with one, but they tend to get bound up and caught up on things and they don't actually come free that easy. So, but it does have some viability for a backup gun. That's the one time where I think that ankle holsters are fairly useful, is in a backup gun. For something like a police officer, right? You're sitting in a patrol car. You may not be able to get to this gun because you've got your seatbelt on and everything else over here blocking this, right? A center console and a computer or whatever. But I can grab an ankle gun and get that ready. And in fact, there's been instances that we've seen, anecdotal instances where law enforcement officers have been able to save their own lives by being able to draw a gun that way discreetly without the assailant walking up to their car knowing that they were pulling that pistol out. So there are some options there. However, like I said, you do have to carry a small pistol. I don't like them for armed citizens as a general rule. Again, I would rather have a gun on an ankle holster that was too small than no gun at all. So I have found myself carrying them in places where it was very difficult for whatever reason for me to carry. We did an event not long ago where I was wearing a tailored suit, right? So I couldn't carry my typical appendix carrier inside my waistband, but I also could not carry on my belt because I knew I was actually going to be taking my suit jacket off while I was there. And so because we were, you're dancing and stuff like that with my wife, and then so all of a sudden I needed to have the option of having a firearm on me, so I chose an ankle holster for that night, though I do rarely use them. One of the issues that I have with ankle holsters is people come up with these kind of bizarre scenarios that they think everything is going to fall into.